Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will's rejection and Baker's fugitive search caused Luna to flee. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will shortly begin his fugitive search after the bold and the beautiful reveals that Luna Nozawa would flee due to Will Spencer's rejection. Luna hoped Will would tell her what she so badly wanted to hear at the beach home. Will stated that it will never be possible, despite Luna's desire to have a future with him and their child. Will chastised Luna and maintained that the baby was their only bond while she stood there in tears. It appears that Luna is finally realizing how much Will despises her, since from now on, all he wants to hear from her is baby information on the episode. Will might threaten to contact the police once more, which would cause Luna to flee before he can get them there. Luna will be aware that she must act quickly, or else she will end up back in jail in the upcoming episodes. Other important figures will join the police search for Luna, which will be headed by Deputy Chief Bradley Baker. For now, when Poppy Nozawa and Lee Finnegan learn about Luna's prison escape, their meal might go awry. Lee and Poppy will act quickly, since they don't want to witness Luna cause any more suffering or devastation later this week. Poppy and Lee will join the Luna hunt, but first, the news of Luna's escape will spread fear. Forrester Elektra, Forrester, Ivy Spencer Bill. The most recent information about Luna's getaway may cause Katie Logan and other Canvas users to react strongly, because she chose to sneak out of prison and ambush Will. Luna has some crazy moments ahead of her. Given certain ominous clues regarding the next stage of this plot, fans might see Luna regret that choice. Stay tuned for some disturbing sights from Luna's beach run. According to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful Luna runs, Ivy and Electro panic Bill and Katie's horror. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful are in. Fans can anticipate a terrifying revelation from Bill Spencer and Katie Logan on tomorrow's episode after being turned down by Will Spencer once more. Luna Nozawa flees. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will be informed by the prison that a prisoner has escaped in the interim. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera as we continue to read. Let's begin with Luna, who, despite our lack of understanding, was able to break out of prison. By now, Stoll has informed the warden of the fugitive prisoner as well as the other guards. Luna is already at the beach home. Even though the prison is under lockdown, an alarm must be sent out as soon as the prison verifies that Luna is not on the property. Bill will be informed by the prison that Luna has escaped. Bill will be terrified and enraged. The man will be forced to inform Katie about Luna's escape. That might encourage Beatty to get in touch with Elektra Forrester, and Will fans are aware that Luna has already ambushed Will at the beach home. Of course, according to teasers for tomorrow's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Will is adamant on getting Luna sent back to prison, but Luna will flee if her fantasy blows up in her face. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker can be seen at the beach house in a weekly preview video. Will indicates the direction in which Luna fled and Baker is accompanied by a female officer, but Baker declines Will's request to participate in the search. Elektra is still employed at Forrester Creations. Ivy and Elektra will be informed of Luna's acts. Once the cops come, Elektra will naturally want to get to the beach home for her own safety. Ivy may attempt to persuade her niece to remain where she is, but I could see that Elektra wanted to rush to the beach house to see how Will was doing. Ivy and Elektra eventually return to the beach house. While the police look for Luna, everyone will begin to hear of Luna's escape. Rich Forrester will undoubtedly point the finger onto Bill, but keep an eye out, because Bill might be the one to finally put an end to Luna's insanity. Taylor's heart is moved when Deacon's therapy scam is revealed. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful reveal that Deacon Sharp is not thinking clearly. Furthermore, his pursuit of therapy is a hoax. Deacon would have benefited from individual and couples treatment. However, someone other than Taylor Hayes ought to have been involved in both initiatives. Sharp is Sheila Carter Sharp, but in this case, her intuition is incorrect. She shouldn't be thanking Taylor. Rather, Deacon views the good doctor as a superior substitute for his wife while she is recovering from Rich Forrester's rejection. Taylor was aware that Brooke Logan posed a serious risk. Ridge was taken aback when Taylor proposed to him earlier this year. He said yes, but he shouldn't have. Although Ridge certainly have feelings for Taylor, she is not his real love. The lady he loves the most is and always will be Brooke. For what other reason would he have? Wed her 9 times. It was all soap opera in Italy, but in order to set up a situation in which they could plausibly make amends, Ridge also had to save Brooke. Additionally, it produced Taylor, an emotional sufferer whose heart was injured rather than broken. 2 storyline points are true, according to Deacon, although he still loves Sheila. He now thinks he was mistaken to think she had changed. He believed in the power of atonement more than anyone on this show in a long time. He did this as a result of his incarceration for attempted murder. Sheila approached him at the bar one day after he managed to buy El Giordino after his release. All BNB fans remember that tragic encounter because of the humor both characters demonstrated and the clear chemistry that Cannon and Brown projected. One of the most charming partnerships in recent show history was formed by the creative decision to pair these characters. Hopefully, this married couple is not in the last stages of their relationship. Since then, Sheila has informed Lee Nozawa that she did not intend for Taylor to be slain. An open-ended inquiry was raised by Lee's initial shocked reaction. Was the former Sheila going to make a comeback, or were her remarks an exaggeration? Recently, Lee questioned that danger. Although viewers are aware that Brown's character lacks the facts, Sheila apologized and said she didn't mean it. Deacon's attention to Taylor is what draws her to him. That has prompted a reciprocal reaction, but neither party has taken any action. However, it seems inevitable, because Sheila's realization of that surprise causes her to revert to becoming a villain. Lee extends a dinner invitation to Poppy. Lee and Poppy met at El Giardino. She had no desire to be polite for having a daughter like Luna. She wanted to make fun of her sister. Concluded that Poppy was to blame for Luna's instability. When Finn was 18, they finally brought up Poppy's improper relationship with him. Lee was still in shock that Finn was Luna's father. Lee then asked Poppy if she had seen her daughter, to which Poppy replied that she hadn't, given how different they were. Poppy questioned how Luna could have come from her at all. Luna was no longer her daughter. In her eyes, even though Luna is no longer technically dead, Poppy felt that Luna was dead after listening in on their talk. Deacon acknowledged that what a mother had said about her daughter was cruel no matter what. Luna is her blood. Poppy reminded Deacon that, given what Luna had done to his friends, he undoubtedly felt the same way. Deacon acknowledged that Luna had no remorse for her actions. Every day he misses his buddies, but Luna never thinks about them. Lee asserted that Poppy was to blame for Luna's fate. Deacon countered that she shouldn't hold her sister responsible. These crimes were committed by Luna, not by her mother. He was right regarding Luna's emotions. Deacon was also correct. As she sat in her cell, she thought of she didn't reflect on her actions. For the entire time she was incarcerated, Luna never felt regret. Rather, Luna believed that in order to live with Will, she needed to escape from prison. Ultimately, Luna bears responsibility for the sins and wrongdoings she has committed. She finally arrived at the beach house and met Will in person. She pleaded with him not to call the police. As he threatened to do so, Luna expressed her desire for a romantic relationship with Will. All she wanted was to be liked. Luna's mother had loved her till she turned into a heartless murderer. Luna also has 2 grandmothers that love her, although her father didn't want anything to do with her. That isn't the worst thing that has ever occurred to a person. Fans are questioning Elektra's motivations because of Luna's Lisa Yamada. Rapid transition from a girl next door to a villain to a deadly crazy, she was presented as an innocent woman. Just like Luna in the end, she succumbed to Will's charm. However, the two became genuinely connected, and Luna believes he is in love with her. She acts a little too shady, because she spends most of her time with Will. According to the original poster on one soap opera message board, one could argue that the two simply moved in together. They will therefore be spending a great deal more time together. However, the initial poster questioned if she was a gold digger, but Elektra's family has a long history. She doesn't require money from anyone else. She is unaffected by success, fortune, or power. Elektra has a job at a prestigious fashion house and makes her own money. This does not make her a gold digger. A fan contended when necessary, Elektra can easily knock Luna unconscious and reprimand her. Some admirers question whether she is more than just her kind and naive deed. Is there a dark side to Elektra? Because I noticed a few times, for example, When they made her a little too zealous about hating Luna, a fan commented. Although Elektra has every right to feel this way, the same person pointed out that her fixation with Luna could have a negative impact. There's something about her that I don't like or trust, wrote another. We'll see. However, she eventually saw that he was a victim of his circumstances. With Luna in both her personal and professional lives, Elektra has made significant progress. How do you feel about Elektra's plans? Do you believe she is trustworthy? Critics slam Luna is predictable and boring. Since many critics of the popular CBS serial opera have described Luna Nozawa as both boring and predictable, it is obvious that we are discussing her. This is due to the fact that many viewers think it will only be a matter of time until Luna escapes prison and returns to the Spencer estate in one way or another. She will continue to cause the Spencer family a lot of trouble after giving birth to her child. It's not like fans haven't witnessed all of this before. Is it for this reason they believe it's time to finally bid Luna farewell? Fans of the bold and the beautiful undoubtedly had a lot to say about the issue on social media. Some even said, "I'm growing weary of Luna" in their comments. Now it's dull, predictable. I will be quite irritated if she manages to get out of jail. We all need to take a long vacation from her. It's no longer enjoyable. I'm starting to grow annoyed with her, since the actress is meant to be taking at least some sort of break to do filming for some movie, as has been hinted at here, isn't that right? I'm long past bored of her, was another comment. She can only grin and complain for so long before it becomes boring. Yes, get rid of Luna. We need more scenes where Brooke and Ridge keep saying the same things over and over. On the other hand, viewers will only need to watch every single day to find out what happens next. The CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful during the week. Look up the timings in your local listings. In the interim, please share your opinions with us in the space provided for comments below.